We're gonna see some old gameplay from God, what was the name of this game? I don't remember what the name of this game was. At any rate, you're gonna see some gameplay from a few months back, man. But I just happy Labor Day first and foremost. I'm recording this Labor Day evening. I should get it out sometime before the end of the week. Yeah, but it's Monday, September 2nd, a little bit after 7 p.m. And for whatever reason, I foolishly went on Twitter and I just saw that yet another game, I believe it's called Enatria, is skipping out on its Xbox version. And as per usual, in the comments, you got Xbox screaming for Phil Spencer's head to be on the spit. Fire this guy, get rid of him. What is he and his team doing? Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Then you got the ponies. The Series S is the problem. Microsoft's regretting the Series S, even though it's the highest selling uh, version of the Series consoles, because the Series X has not done anywhere near the numbers the Series S has, because the Series S has been as low as $250 during the holiday, I believe, and it's a regularly $300 console. So it's been their highest selling console this entire gen, but they're regretting making it. God forbid, whatever. Uh, stupid shit. Yeah, I'm past the mark. I can cuss. Plus, this shit ain't for money anyway, so whatever. Who cares? You guys know how I do. And then the Anatria guys, developers said, well, no, it's not the Series X or X. It's, Microsoft hasn't been in contact with us for 2 months. And I haven't heard anything from Microsoft, and I doubt we will. Unless it's a sly comment like the last game that they put out a quick little statement on, and they kind of just left it alone. And that game, of course, is Wukong. And we had heard everything from the dumbass ponies and the fucking grifters on that side of the fence. Oh, yeah, the Series S is holding back Wukong, even though the Series S fucking runs Hellblade 2, which, mind you, not necessarily the best game, but it's the same fucking engine, and it runs the game just fine for, a $300 quote unquote potato device. The game runs on there, so if fucking Hellblade 2 can run on the Series S, what is Wukong doing that, you know what I'm saying, that just is making it incapable of running on there? And let's not even get started on some Natria game. I have my own theories on that, and I may have touched on this before, but I'm going to go ahead and say this again, because a lot of you guys who watch these fucking YouTube videos and go on Twitter, you're listening to grifters. And I keep fucking saying this over and over again. Stop listening to these Xbox, these ponies, the Nintendo kitties. All of these motherfuckers are full of shit. It's so much grifting going on right now, dog. I just, like, from the fucking Call of Duty guys who swear them down, the game's fucking terrible because they can't find a lobby where they can just dominate everybody. Same fucking guys that was swearing up and down that X Defiant was on a kill Call of Duty, and now that game has like 2 seasons to get his shit together before they cancel it because the numbers went down, because the same motherfuckers who were crying about the skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty went over to X Defiant and did the same shit they were crying about to people who were trying to play X Defiant, and those people quit and went back to Call of Duty. Because if I'm going to get fucked over by motherfuckers bunny hopping and sliding around corners, I might as well do it in a game that's actually better. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's some goofy motherfuckers on the internet, man. Like, YouTube is so fucking cringe to watch right now. And then there's this whole other thing going on. If you're a part of, I guess, black Twitter or black YouTube, with Cam Newton not fucking realizing that he's fucking kind of a deadbeat dad with money. What type of thing? And it's not even that he's a deadbeat dad. I rescind that statement because I like Cam Newton. But it's like, that fucking psychiatrist read him for filth. She wasn't lying. Like, yeah, motherfucker, you making broken homes. Yeah, you giving the parents money. That's cool, but yeah, you kind of fucking up. But that's a whole nother video. And I'm not fucking cutting it because, again, I don't make money off the shit. I don't care. Feel however you want to feel about it. She wasn't lying on his ass. The psychiatrist actually read him for filth. And Nick Cannon, too. It's just a bunch of dumb shit that's just in my YouTube feed today. I got to get this off my chest. But back to this series, that shit, right? So, these motherfuckers are either called for Phil Spencer's head, the Xbox. The Nintendo kiddies generally are staying out of this shit. They're just waiting for the Switch 2 to come out. So they can say it's the best thing ever when it launches with the new Metroid or whatever the fuck. And the ponies are swerving down to Series S. Which is fucking stupid. The Series S was not a mistake. The Series S was actually a very good fucking idea. And I challenge anybody without using eBay to buy old, office equipment and then using eBay to once again buy a used graphics card at a discounted price. I challenge you to find a pre-made, brand new, out-the-box gaming PC for $300 that's going to run games better than the Series S. Some of you will. Some of you actually know what the fuck you're talking about. Most of you don't. Most of you do fucking not. Find a brand new gaming PC at $300 that's going to run games the way the Series S does. Go ahead and find it. Or shut the fuck up forever. Because this is really all we talking about is a low spec PC. Right? And it's just like between Hellblade 2 running on the Series S and if the fucking Stalker 2 team, because there was a rumor that thing was running at 25 frames per second on Series S. Now the developer, the lead programmer on that, has come out and said, no, I actually meant 35 frames per second. If Stalker 2 drops on Series S and is running at 35 frames per second, all of y'all ponies need to shut the fuck up about that little console. Because at the end of the fucking day, those motherfuckers are literally making their game in the middle of a war zone. I believe, God rest his soul, one of their developers died in the fighting in the fucking war zone making that fucking game. If they can make a game run on the worst machine ever made, Series S potato, if they can make that shit that looks like that run at 35 frames per second, nobody has a fucking excuse. Not even the Inatra team, even though the Inatra team has already came out and said the Series S and X ain't the problem. But we're going to approach what the problem apparently is, because I still think somebody's lying. So, Inatra team has come out and said that Microsoft just hasn't talked to them in 2 months. Okay. Inatria's team, I believe, was just at Gamescom, and I know Microsoft was at Gamescom. Hell, Phil Spencer and Sarah Bonds were at Gamescom, so you didn't try to contact them there? They've also stated, this is the Inatra team, that Sony hasn't paid us anything to keep the game off. There was time to tell on that shit, right? Because the Wukong guys kind of said that too, and then late last week, it came out, the motherfuckers got paid by Sony not to put the game on Xbox. And then they came out and said, oh, we having development problems. So not only did you take a check from Sony, but you lied about the Series S or X or both and said, oh, yeah, it's just not working on there. So pure fuck shit, fuckery, skullduggery, nonsense. Whether the Inatra team is lying or not, again, that all will come to fucking pass. But I like to present a different theory. The problem ain't that the game can't run on Series S or X. I've seen the game. It's impressive, but it ain't that goddamn impressive that it can't run on Series S. It's not doing what Hellblade 2 does graphically. So miss me with this, it can't run on Series S shit, because if Hellblade 2 is running on Unreal Engine 5 on Series S, ain't none of this shit got an excuse. And again, if the fucking game is being made in the middle of an active Actual Warzone comes out and runs at 35 frames per second on the Series S. If Stalker 2 runs at 35 frames per second, shut the fuck up forever about what the Series S can and can't do. Because if they can get that piece of shit, as y'all call it, to run the game at 35 frames per second, there's no fucking excuse. Nobody has an excuse. Coding is hard. Coding while getting shot at, well, I can't even imagine. So let's break down what it could be. You haven't talked to them in 2 months, but y'all were at Gamescom because you showed your game at Gamescom, so I'm guessing somebody was out there. You showed your game at Gamescom, and we know Phil Spencer was at Gamescom. He did a whole fucking 1 hour interview at Gamescom, but you couldn't get in contact with him. I'm going to present to you a theory, and some of y'all might not like it. Some of you might comment and say you're an idiot. I don't give a fuck. Eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm going to say what I got to say because I think Microsoft may have put themselves in a situation, right? And I think when it comes down to it, they're choosing not to, and I'm not trying to call anybody a terrorist before I get this quote out, but they've chosen not to negotiate with terrorists, right? When it comes to you releasing your game on my platform. What do I mean by that? Liza P. What's the fucking game called? The Flintlock game. Pal World. All indie games. All could have very easily, with the exception of Pal World, because Sony really doesn't do as my phone goes off, Sony really doesn't do game previews. They want the game done before they put it on their console, right? But like Liza P and Flintlock in particular, indie titles that for all intents and purposes probably would say, we could say arguably, if not play similar to Inatria, are of the same genre, third person narrative based, Souls like, whatever the fuck type games. Right? The difference between Inatria and Liza P and Flintlock is what? First person gets a free game. Well, I'm going to put a free game in this video just for you guys listening to me talk my shit. First person who guesses it gets a gold star. That's right. 2 of those games have Game Pass deals, and 1 of them does not. So let me get this straight. You went from being a part of the ID at Xbox showcase where they particularly showed the trailer for your game, just like they did Wukong. Just like they did Wukong. They showed, in particular, trailer from your game, gameplay from your game. That was 2 years ago, 2022. But you haven't been able to contact anybody from them in 2 months. They showcased your game. Meaning that they, out of all of the games that are coming out for Xbox, because whether you believe it or not, there's hundreds of thousands of games being developed for all of these consoles at one time, at any given time. Out of all the games coming out for Xbox, they showcased your game at their showcase, but they just, for the last 2 months, they just forgot about you. And that's the narrative you're running with. So Sony didn't pay you. Let's say we believe that. Sony didn't pay you to say this stupid shit. And it ain't the Series S or X, which nobody with a fucking brain actually believes anyway. Only a fucking moron believes that a low-spec PC is stopping this game from coming out. It's fucking stupid. Why do I feel like, and I'm not accusing, I'm just putting it out there. Why do I feel like a lot of companies are going to Microsoft and saying, yeah, so you gave Liza P, Flintlock a nice little Game Pass check. Can we get one too? And when Microsoft says no, as a matter of fact, we're not doing that like that anymore. They say, well, if you're not going to give me a Game Pass check, I'm going to put the game on PlayStation first, and then we'll see if it comes out on your console. And Microsoft is probably being like, we're a fucking $1 trillion company and we own Call of Duty. Keep your fucking game. Now, mind you, the explicitives and all the other fuck shit that I just spouted aside, what are the chances that's what's happening? What are the chances that games that are featured at Xbox events, these games are getting slices of time out of scheduled Xbox events, and then all of a sudden they are PlayStation exclusives a year, 2 years later when they're set to release? How does that happen? How does the relationship deteriorate so much? I showcased you. I put you out there. And all of a sudden you're a PlayStation exclusive? One, we know the Wukong because of a check was written. Motherfuckers lied about it. Said it was Series S. Said, well, didn't necessarily say it was Series S, but said it was something with the council. All the kinds of goofy ass dumb shit. No, you took a fucking check. Thanks for lying. And that's fine. Whatever. You sold 10 million copies. Good for you. What are these motherfuckers saying? Is this the truth? Is it just that Microsoft forgot about these motherfuckers for 2 months? Or did you try to strong arm a Game Pass check out of these motherfuckers? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. There was word going around maybe about 5-6 months ago that a lot of companies were trying to do that. They were trying to strong arm Game Pass checks out of Microsoft because, you know, Liza P is still in Game Pass, which means they dropped a nice little check on that team to keep that game in there. I'm pretty sure Liza P is going to lead Game Pass a year towards releasing it, so that'd be like October, because it was October 2023 when they launched in there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre just left in August. That was a year from its release, August 2023, in Game Pass. What are the chances that this Sinatria team went to somebody at Xbox and said, yeah, won't you just give us a Game Pass check? Because it's guaranteed money, right? The stupid ass joke the Ponies has is, oh, the developers aren't making any money. It's quite the opposite. If your game goes in Game Pass, if your movie goes to Netflix, any service that gets streaming rights, access rights to subscribers to your product, they have to pay you a check up front, usually culminating in the cost of what you probably would have made if they were just able to purchase it on the open market. So what are the chances that somebody at the Sinatria team, probably leadership, said, oh, you know, we're going to try to get a Game Pass check out these motherfuckers? And Microsoft, being, again, a $1 trillion company that does not negotiate with terrorists, said, fuck your game. We're bringing out Call of Duty, which we own, and we may not get 100% of all the money that game makes, but 100% of the sales are going to generate money for us. We own the biggest 1, 2, 3 or 4 franchises in the fucking world. Eat a dick. Keep your fucking game. What are the chances they said that? What are the chances that Microsoft, unfortunately, has dug themselves in the hole with the Game Pass checks that they were writing about a year ago when they didn't know if they were going to own Call of Duty? Because the Liza P and Texas Chainsaw Massacre checks were Liza P got their check, I think, the month that fucking Activision ended up being owned by Call of Duty. Everything went through. And obviously Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in August, and Pal World was probably written well before that. But like, now that these motherfuckers own Call of Duty, and they know how much money they're going to make off that stupid ass game, and how many people are just going to subscribe to Game Pass to play it, you think these motherfuckers is out here giving people 7, 8, 9-figure checks to keep their games in Game Pass for a year? You think they doing that as easily as they did a year ago? I don't know shit. I could be completely wrong. Microsoft could have went full Forrest Gump and just be ignoring these motherfuckers for 2 months. But to say you're delaying your game indefinitely, the wording, if it's something that only takes 2 months, I mean, not something that only takes 2 months, but it's been 2 months, and I think from what they explained, they're just waiting for some kind of certification. And certification is stopping you from making the game on Xbox indefinitely? It's a little harsh, isn't it? Indefinitely is a little harsh. Don't you think indefinitely basically means, yeah, the shit probably never gonna happen. Like, it's not definitely, but it's indefinitely. That don't mean it's not gonna happen, but it might not ever happen. That's what indefinitely basically means. We're not sure if it's gonna be definitely not coming to Xbox, but there's a chance. Why would you put that out there? Why would you do that shit? Indefinitely? I don't know, man. It sounds like some bullshit to me. Right? It sounds like motherfuckers didn't get what they wanted from Microsoft, and now they throwing a temper tantrum about the shit. And they're not putting that game on there. And these the second motherfuckers whose game ain't out yet that I've seen trying to pull some little stunt like this where we're indefinitely delaying the Xbox version of the game. Microsoft probably like, you fuck your game. Microsoft, real talk, and I don't think it's Phil Spencer. I said Microsoft. I didn't say Xbox. Notice I said Microsoft. I think Satya Nadella probably got his hands on this shit more than anybody. Satya Nadella probably, man, fuck your game. We on Call of Duty and Minecraft and StarCraft and Candy Crush. Fuck your game. Eat a dick. We'll see you when you don't make no money on PlayStation. Now, they did that to Wukong and it blew up in their face. The chance that a Natria is going to do what Wukong did, I don't know about all that shit. It could. It could, and God bless him if it does. But I'm telling you right now, something in the water with this shit. Something don't seem right. Something ain't making no fucking sense. Like, and then you got the goofy ass Xbox talking about Phil Spencer needs to go. He needs to quit. And Phil Spencer is wrong for this and that. And I think there was a list of things. One Twitter handle, and I actually like this guy, but he put up basically a tweet saying Phil Spencer passed on Destiny exclusivity, Marvel exclusivity, Guitar Hero exclusivity, and some other shit. And I know he passed on Street Fighter 5 as well. A lot of people, he missed out on that one, but they passed on Street Fighter 5 as well. And it's just like, what is he doing? And it's just like, well, Phil Spencer has told y'all motherfuckers. Like, this is the thing. As much as people call him a liar and ask for him to be fired and want his head on the pike every time they find out something he didn't do, he's always told y'all motherfuckers, I'm not doing exclusive deals. He's always stood on business when it comes to that. You can sit here and not like him about a bunch of things, and he does give you excuses too. He's had to say shit for PR reasons that Microsoft, not Xbox, is thrown right back in his face. Oh, we only making 4 games. It's not Indiana Jones. It's not Starfield. Fucking Indiana Jones is coming out on PS5 in the spring of 2025. He said that. They did that. Whole statement, piss in the wind, right? I'll give anybody that. But y'all motherfucking Xbox dudes is out of control. Like, your brand that you love so much wouldn't even fucking exist if this nigga didn't do what he did. If him and his team didn't do what he did, y'all wouldn't have no fucking Xbox. We talking about Phil Spencer should go and all this other dumb shit. Your brand wouldn't be shit. To a lot of people, it already ain't. Your brand wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for this motherfucker. Don't do this, what have you done for me lately shit. Y'all motherfuckers get one of the most popular games year in, year out in Game Pass, no extra charge in 2 months. Or a month, actually, because it's September now. Y'all got to play that fucking beta this past weekend for nothing other than your Game Pass subscription. And if you're using a rewards program, wink, wink, you didn't pay shit still. And y'all motherfuckers talking about, he needs to be fired. Shut the fuck up. Please. He been standing on the things that he controls, which I don't believe to this day is nowhere near as much as it was when he first started. I think after they spent a couple $100 billion buying studios All that control he had was gone because it's too much money exchanging hands, especially because it wasn't just $70 billion, folks. They had to pay them lawyers to fight that case. They had to pay for all those legal fees to go through all of those fucking regulators. That whole fucking Activision acquisition probably came out to a smooth $110 billion easy. Maybe I'm being a little bit too much on the giving side. Maybe I'm not being given enough. It could have been more than that. That shit wasn't $70 billion, I tell you that much. There was a lot of money exchanged for that shit to work. Some over, a lot over, some under the table. You understand what I'm saying? But after that much money exchanged hands, they yanked the rope back on that motherfucker. Phil Spencer ain't in control the way you think he is no more. Right? But for y'all motherfuckers to be talking about this motherfucker should be fired, y'all wouldn't have no box or anything if this motherfucker hadn't showed up. Stop it. It's fucking nonsense. He's always told you. He even recently said it. Was it at it was at some. Was it at the what would be E3, the Xbox thing? I'm not gonna do no slimy shit to get you to play a game on my console. So no, he wasn't doing Destiny 1 motherfucking exclusivity. If the game coming out everywhere, let everybody get everything for $70. Sony didn't see it that way, but Phil Spencer don't work that way. That's his philosophy. You can like it or you can not like it. That's his fucking philosophy. Why the fuck would I have Spider-Man exclusively when people on PlayStation like Spider-Man, people on Nintendo like Spider-Man? No, I don't want it. Street Fighter is a game that's always come out on every console. Why the fuck would I want it exclusive? No, we don't want it. Some stupid motherfuckers be putting out Don Mattress better than Phil Spencer. Like, you niggas are smoking crack. And that shit ain't even a thing no more. You crackheads with meth heads are fucking the norm now, right? If that's what you want to call it. Like, he's never lied to you about who he was or what he was. When he says he's not going to do something, at the sacrifice of your precious little arguments and conversations you have with ponies online, he's not going to fucking do it. Because he doesn't care. He told you motherfuckers that the console war was a social construct, and you motherfuckers continue to get upset when he keeps destroying the walls that you claim you stand on in the name of Xbox. Because he doesn't give a fuck about that shit. And he been telling you he don't give a fuck about that shit. He been telling you, I'm not about to do no slimy shit to make you play the game on my console. He been telling y'all that. You don't fucking listen. Y'all motherfuckers want this motherfucker to be like the Sony motherfuckers. The Sony motherfuckers are doing this shit out of desperation. Right? Let's not let the ponies off the fucking hook here. Let me say something. Let me be real with you real quick. The signs of a desperate motherfucker is someone who can't stand on their own two fucking feet. You constantly throwing somebody else in front of you to fight your battles. Sony constantly is giving some company a check to make a game, to make it synonymous with PlayStation. They've done it since their fucking existence as a gaming platform. They've always spent money to make things that did not belong to them synonymous with them. Because they don't believe in the shit they make enough. They don't. And you can sit here and say, oh, well, you wrong, you lying. The Last of Us is blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up about The Last of Us. Uncharted and all this other shit they make. Where's that shit? Where's that shit? I ain't seen nothing but remasters and remakes. Where's any of that shit y'all talking about? God of War? Okay. But let's just be serious. Like, I don't think they believe in any of that shit like that. They don't believe in none of that shit like that. Because if they did, if you thought you were making better games than Microsoft off top, why the fuck not just line your shit up against theirs and beat them? See, because I remember when the Dreamcast came out that very same week, they paid Square Enix to rush out Final Fantasy VIII the weekend after. So the motherfuckers had to make a choice between buying a Dreamcast or buying Final Fantasy VIII. And Final Fantasy VIII wasn't even fucking done. At least that's the rumor. It was supposed to be 8 discs. It only ended up being, what was it? Jesus Christ, what was Final Fantasy VIII? 6? Was it 4 discs or 5? I can't remember. But it was supposed to be longer, and it like there's apparently story parts missing. That game was never completely finished as you were. Why was it rushed out? Because Sony wanted Square to get that game out so that they could hurt Sega. They've always weaponized somebody else's shit against people. And they've been doing it to Xbox for 4 generations. And despite beating them in the fucking dirt every time in console sales, these motherfuckers won't go away. And I said that in the last video. Like, look, I don't know what the fuck it is about Microsoft, but they can't sell a console for shit, and yet they are still here putting out consoles. And next gen, they're going to put out accounts again. I believe somewhere around 80% of their Game Pass subscribers access that service through an Xbox console, so you can't not make one. If you got 30-something million Xbox Game Pass subscribers and more than 25 million of them, or 23 million of them, quick math, whatever. More than 23 million of them are accessing the service through an Xbox console. Why would you not make another console? So that whole idea in theory is pissing the wind. It's fucking dumb. Of course they're going to make another console. They have to maintain those customers. But y'all motherfuckers asking for Phil Spencer to be fired and let go and resign and all this other shit. Like, bro, he's the only reason y'all motherfuckers got a console to even talk about in the first fucking place. He's the only reason y'all got that. You need to fucking stop it. And it's like these motherfuckers just had one of the best presentations ever back in June. And now because a couple of fucking indie games ain't coming out on the goddamn console, y'all motherfuckers is calling for this nigga's head. Okay, Wukong sold 10 million units. Fucking Power World had 18 million unique players in 3 days. Just like Wukong had 10 million players in 3 days. Power World sold about 10, 12 million at or around the same amount of time. They already had their game like that. It just happened earlier in the year. But you motherfuckers are so ready to jump off the ledge because you didn't get your fake Dragon Ball game. Your Dragon Ball Souls-like game based on Chinese lore. Now all of a sudden, bad times are here again, right? Fucking ridiculous. The grifting is getting worse and worse, and I promise you, it ain't gonna stop no time soon. We heading into the fall, folks. Christmas is coming up. A few months from now, it's about to get real stupid because before you know it, we're gonna be right back in what's called season. Now, apparently, Sony about to show off this PS5 that's gonna be about $600-700 and not come with a disc drive, which means you're gonna have to pay another $100 to put your physical media in that bitch. And that shit's gonna fail. If they not selling that many PS5s at $400 for the digital and $500 for the physical one, what the fuck they about to do with PS5 Pros? You think somebody about to actually go and spend $800 on a fucking console this Christmas? $700? They worked out real good for that VR headset that was $100 more than the console, didn't it? Let me tell you something. This has got to be the stupidest gaming generation I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I've been around for a long time, buddy, so that's saying something. I mean, nigga, I saw the Wii and the Wii U. That shit was stupid. I still don't know who sold they sold to Satan for the Wii to sell as well as it did. And the Wii U was just, what the entire fuck. But yeah, man, y'all motherfuckers, boy, y'all grifters are a special breed of fuck nuggets. I want y'all to know that. You're saying false shit, you're saying dumb shit, you're saying shit that if a motherfucker don't think, oh, they'll ride right along with it, and it's fucking ridiculous. No, the Series S ain't holding back shit, right? And no, every time Sony ain't necessarily giving a motherfucker a check. But I will, like I said, I'm also not sitting here. You're not about to sit here and tell me that motherfuckers who showcased you, They took out time. They took out a slice of their time and gave you some shine. You're not about to sit here and tell me that, yeah, these motherfuckers just forgot about you. You ain't shit now. Now, I'll admit, and this is, obviously I'm back on the Inatria thing. I'll admit a part of that could be, yeah, we got Activision. Fuck them niggas. And it's only, Microsoft could be on that. And that's fucked up, but that's what they could be on. Or it could be that you or somebody at your studio went and tried to get saucy about the game not coming out on the platform because, oh shit, give me that same check you gave them Liza P niggas. And Microsoft said, man, get the fuck out of my face. I want Call of Duty, bitch. I ain't giving you shit. Fuck you and your game. And I'm dead ass serious about this shit. Like, somebody fucking lying. We gonna find out if Microsoft pop up with their whole little stupid ass comment. Yeah, we ain't speaking on nothing about no deals between Sony and their partners. We ain't touching that shit. Then because Microsoft really like on some whole shit dropped a dime on them Wukong niggas off that shit. They was like, yeah, we ain't discussing nothing about Sony and their partners. That ain't our business to do that. Sony and their partners and whatever kind of deals they make, that's their business. They kind of low key dropped it down like, yeah, them niggas paid the motherfuckers. We wasn't about to do that shit. So, and you're not gonna see Microsoft do that. Microsoft, again, I told you guys, Microsoft is the biggest third-party publisher in the world now. They're the biggest They're bigger than EA. They're bigger than anybody. They are the biggest third-party publisher in the world. Think about this, guys. Under one house is Gears of War, fucking Call of Duty, Doom, Elder Scrolls, Warcraft, World of Warcraft more specifically, Candy Crush, Guitar Hero, Tony Hawk. All of that shit is under one umbrella now, not to mention the myriad of licensed games that Activision put out the years. There's a whole huge rumor that Transformers and Marvel Ultimate Alliance and even the Deadpool game might come back on Xbox because Microsoft's talking to Disney. They're publishing Indiana Jones, right? They got the Blade license. This is the biggest third-party publisher in the world, and they get to literally pick and choose where they put their games, but they also happen to have a council. And that's what it's going to be. And if you can't deal with that, go buy a PlayStation and give them niggas $70 a pop for them games. Because I'm keeping my Game Pass subscription. Fuck what y'all talking about. I don't have to buy all this shit. Pfft, nigga, please. I'm keeping my shit. Y'all motherfuckers sound stupid. At any rate. Like, motherfuckers don't have to be smart consumers at all. At any rate, thanks for letting me cook. Let me get on my soapbox and talk my shit, but yeah, man, it's grifter season, baby. They're out here talking mad, dumb, ignorant, uninformed fuckery, and just don't listen to these niggas. Don't fall for it. All these motherfuckers sound stupid. Even the Call of Duty niggas, right? And I know I said I was about to go, but I got, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get this bar off real quick. It's Call of Duty niggas out here talking about, oh man, the new game sucks and blah blah blah. But you go like a little bit down in your queue, and it's a whole motherfucking Call of Duty streamer with a big ass grin on his face, loving this shit. So what's the truth? The truth is, try to shit for yourself. Fuck what either one of these niggas is talking about. Because a lot of motherfuckers, just like they make money, like the DC guy, you know what I'm saying, that apparently has a meth problem. Some weird shit. I didn't even know that was a thing, but he fucking said it, not nobody else. God damn, son. But a lot of these motherfuckers just make money spewing negative fuck shit. They don't really believe nothing they saying. They don't stand on nothing. They ask yourself a question. If you hate Call of Duty so much and it was bad 2 years ago and it's bad 3 years ago and it's bad last year, why the fuck are you still playing it, nigga? Why the fuck are you still playing it? Why the fuck are you still making videos about it? I told you motherfuckers, there's no such thing as negative publicity. You want something to go away, don't fucking talk about it. That's what's happening to X Defiant. What the fuck? Ain't nobody talk about this shit. And it's apparently on his last fucking legs. So, and that's my fucking point. If you want Call of Duty to go away, stop fucking talking about it. But you can't stop talking about it because you make money hate fucking the game. You got a hate boner for the game because it brings in revenue to talk shit about the game. Pathetic, man. YouTube, like, these motherfuckers will tell you that they got more integrity than the journalists. They just as bad. Because at the end of the day, they're all doing it for fucking money. They're all doing it for fucking money. They're all doing it for clicks. They're all doing it for views. None of these niggas is genuine. All these niggas are full of shit. These niggas, they hate Xbox. Swear up and down, they hate Xbox. They don't play games that come out on Game Pass on their fucking PlayStation on PC. And they don't have PCs in many cases. They cut on their fucking Series S and play the games on their Series X. They full of shit. Motherfuckers are literally saying shit for attention and a check. They're not authentic. And you know how they're not authentic? I guarantee you, most of these motherfuckers you see talking all this shit got Patreon sponsors and all other kinds of shit. They not fucking real. Because if you really want to put your opinion out there, you wouldn't be worried about how much money you can make off of it. Your opinion is your opinion. It can't be bought. It can't be sold. It's just you. But if you selling your opinion and letting people buy your opinion, are you authentic? Are you real? Are you being fucking honest? Are you fucking serious? I don't know, man. Y'all tell me. Niggas is fake, if you ask me. A lot of these niggas is corny. Lame as fuck. But, hey, I'm done. I ain't touching no more. I don't want no smoke. I ain't trying to take no food out of nobody's mouth. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. But yeah, y'all, tell y'all something, man. These niggas ain't what you think they are, bruh. They running their mouth, talking crazy. Motherfuckers don't mean none of the shit they saying. They full of shit. But that's it, man. I'm gonna put this in the conversation section under Convos After Dark. 18 plus. Don't let the kids hear this shit. This shit ain't safe for work. You know what I'm saying? I done said a lot of explicitives, racial slurs, shit like that. So, but I sometimes I just get so tired of shit. I can't do the whole proper speaking. I get down to earth and I just get down to like brass tacks on this shit, man. I'm not holding my tongue about the shit. It's fucking stupid. And it's annoying, and I'm honestly, I'm fucking tired of. Like, I hate that I am even a content creator to the small extent I can call myself that, because I have to see these goofy motherfuckers, and in some cases I actually have to watch it, and it's painful and it's cringy as fuck. This is a bunch of fucking liars and goofballs, man. But anyway, man, as always, CGC. Enjoy your games. Fuck them grifters. Have fun, man. That's what this shit's supposed to be. I'll let y'all in the next video.